Hello, everybody. Today is a very special day because I think you all can see what we are opening today. It is the Optimus Prime versus Megatron Transformers Prime box set. It comes with Optimus, Jack, Raph, Miko, and Megatron. Transformers Prime is my favorite Transformers media show, yeah, whatever you want to call it. The movie is pretty good too, but not the most recent one. Anyway, because of how old this box set is, there are some, I don't know, dirt or like some crystallized mold or something. Obviously, we'll be cleaning all of that up today. I am so excited to unbox this with you guys today. So yeah, so here's the front of the box and the side of the box. You guys can pause the video if you want to read that. Okay, and the back. The back looks really nice. So we have Optimus, Megatron, the truck form, the humans right there, and the ship. We got the Transformers Prime main artwork there on top, and we got Starscream, Bumblebee, and RC on the side right there. So without further ado, let's crack this open. So as you can see out of the box, the inside actually has this dirt sand, this red sand thing that we see in the show, but I'm not sure exactly what to call it. I'm drawing a blank here. All right, guys. So here is everything out of the package and all cleaned up. As you can see, Megatron's blaster no longer has that dirt buildup on it. So looking at these figures, I am really impressed with the color accuracy, right? So the colors are perfectly matched with how they look in the show, especially on this Megatron. But the Optimus's colors are good, but the sculpt not so much, but we'll get into that later with the comparisons of the first edition one and the other third party one we have. So anyway, let's take a look at the Jack, Raph, and Miko figures. These, you don't really see a lot of these going around, so it's only in these silly box sets that we have. So we have Raph and Jack, I'm pretty sure, in the RC and Bumblebee New York Comic Con box set, and Miko, I'm not sure in what else box set Miko comes in. Anyway, these are pretty rare. So as you can see, the base looks like that. So they're I'm running out of words to say because of how excited I am to open these. Okay, so here's Jack. He has a glossy shirt, which I'm not a big fan of, but it's okay because like it's Jack. So there's okay, focus. There we go. So the paint on his hands isn't really perfect, but can't really complain about that. I can just paint over it or put a wash on top of it. The face doesn't really have that much detail other than these two dots and the eyebrows. The bangs aren't painted on perfectly, but because of how small these figures are, you're not going to notice any of these imperfections, especially if you display them with your Autobots or Decepticons. Next to the robots, these little imperfections won't mean anything. And there is Miko Nakadai, Bulkhead's partner. There we go. So, anyway, let's set these aside and take a look at our robots. All right, first up, let's have a look at Optimus here. The Optimus Prime figure that comes in this box set isn't super show accurate. It's a decent figure, right? Don't get me wrong. It's a decent Transformers Prime Optimus. It just doesn't look like what he looks like in the show because, I mean, look at the art on this DVD cover, right? He looks like that. But then when you get to the figure, it looks like this. So it's not totally accurate. It does look like him still, but yeah. There it is, and his blaster. He comes with a blaster right there. You can actually take it off and put it back on just like that. Has some energon coming out of there. And the not really a big fan of this chest piece he has here. These windshields on his chest, but I'm a big fan of this midsection right there. This looks really, really nice and accurate to the show. And so do the legs. I'm just not a big fan of this huge gray area sticking out, but the legs, pretty fine. The arms as well. I don't want to sit here and diss on this figure. It's a nice figure. It's just in terms of show accuracy, it doesn't quite hit the mark compared to the first edition or the APC Toys third party figure, or even the Voyager figure that we got from the main line. And the smokestack, oh my gosh, I just noticed this now. The smokestacks are beautiful. Look at this. Look at the sculpt on this. Wow. Oh wow. I wish we got this kind of sculpt on all Optimus figures and not just those uh gray prongs that come out. These are really nice. I love these. And the wheels actually spin really nicely as well. As for the head, you can get that to focus. As for the head, it's a pretty decent head sculpt. Nothing too bad about it. I like the eyes. It is a masked version of his head, so we don't see the mouth. And if we turn it around like that, we can see that we also get this sort of light, where light comes in and glows through the eyes. But I don't know how that's going to work because the eyes are painted on there. Okay, and as you can see here, we have the yellow lights right there, as well as on the midsection, the back. And this is what his side looks like. His front and his other side, we got some lights coming out here as well, but we'll see more of that later when we transform him. All right, now on to Megatron, which I think is the figure from the box set. Yes! Because this figure, in terms of show accuracy, I would give it a 9 out of 10. It's just this thing sticking out in the back is what's getting me. But this is an amazing Megatron figure. I mean, look at this bad boy. I mean, look. The blaster on the arm cannon is amazing. Very nicely sculpted too. We got all these little details on the blaster, and the translucent plastic here in the front is so cool. And looking down the barrel, oh my gosh, this is a really nice figure, and the head sculpt is super accurate as well, but I can't really see the eyes that well. We can turn up the brightness. I think it's red. I think the eyes are red. You can see the teeth right there as well, and the Decepticon logo, obviously. This is an amazing figure. I love this Megatron figure. The only problem I have with it, or the only reason I wouldn't display it with my other Decepticons, is how small this Megatron figure is. Because these figures are probably as big as a Marvel Legend. They're probably like 5 to 6 inches, and the other Transformers Prime figures we have are probably around 7 to 8. So these don't really scale well with the other Transformers Prime figures, but I will definitely be displaying this in the box because this is a piece of ancient Transformers history at this point. This came out when I was like 7. I was 7 years old when this set came out. 7, 8. So this means a lot to me, and I'm gonna be repacking this and displaying it in the box somewhere in my room. Anyway, the chest piece looks really nice. We have the spikes actually, which I'm a big fan of. They're pointing in the correct direction, and the little hole where his head sticks out of when he transforms into his jet mode, and the feet pretty good too. So articulation wise, his arms go all the way out like that. He can T-pose. His legs go all the way forward like this, backwards. Actually, that's very impressive that it can go back that much. And outwards, articulation on these figures are really good. There is no torso swivel on this Megatron though. But on the Optimus, it looks like he does have, yeah, he does have sort of a torso swivel right there. And articulation, he goes up that much. And his legs, his hind leg doesn't go as far back as Meg's does, or maybe it's because it's being blocked by this door piece right here. But the articulation on these figures are really good. Just does not scale well with the other TFP figures, but other than that, it's really good. And obviously, the humans don't scale correctly because if they did make the humans scale show accurate, the Raph figure would be like this big, or maybe this big. Yeah, around that big. So we won't even be able to see them. So anyway, let's transform these bots. All right, guys. So to start transforming this Optimus Prime figure, you're going to want to remove the blaster. Okay, that's the first step. Now we're going to get the arm out. Then we're going to flip this panel up and up. until you can connect it here, just like that. Then we're going to do the same with the other arm. So this red panel up, and then just connect it like so. Next up, we're going to want to pull this chest piece off like that. And then we're going to flip these panels downwards like this. Just gently do that. And then combine them at the top right there. And then push these inwards. And then bring these forward just like so. Bring the arms forward. And then finally tilt them upwards like this. Remember, the hand placement is very important here. I'm actually struggling, but compared to the other Optimus Prime Transformers Prime figures, this is probably the easiest to transform. I'm just really flustered right now. Anyway, so once you're done with that, don't combine this yet. Go to the back. Then we want to move the smokestacks here to the middle right there, just like this. So pull it out and then put it in the middle. And then flip these wheels, these doors out to the side, just like that, out in front. And then open these doors in the back. So we're going to open that section up. And then once we do that, we're going to want to twist the torso 180 degrees. And then after that, we're going to go back in front, flip these wheels out like this. And then we are going to finally combine the front over here. We're going to attach them together just like that. And now we're going to flip these doors to the front, and we are going to shoot this peg into this hole right there. Make sure your door is fully flipped out. And this, there's a hole where this pegs into right there. If I can, there we go. And go ahead and do that with the other side. And now once you got that done, you want to go to the back. And then you're going to want to flip Optimus's head down like that. And then the legs, bring them up just like so. And then on this leg right here, you can see this flap. We just flick it outwards. That's where we're going to insert the blaster later. And just combine the legs together. Then bring them up like this. And then fold the feet inwards like this. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, really simple, just lift this piece up, this whole thing up, and bring down these gray parts right here, and fold the blue ones backwards, like so. And finally, we're going to put the hood or the roof onto the truck so all the insides are not seen. And that should do it. There we are. There we have the Optimus in his truck mode, and we can attach the blaster right there. Really nice, very simple transformation. And the truck mode, very accurate to the show. Oh, that part's sticking out. Okay, there we go. And very show accurate truck design. I think if I were to display this Optimus, I would display it in this truck mode. If I would display it out of the box, I would display it in the truck mode. So this is Jack, Derby next to him, Raph, and Miko for a size comparison. And there is Megatron, which we will be transforming now. Alright, so to transform Megatron, the first step is the same as Optimus. First, remove the weapon. And then now, you want to angle him a bit backwards, and then take this tab in the midsection right here. It's pretty tricky to get, so just be patient, and it'll come out. So there we go, just pull it out like that, and tab it into this lower area near his crotch. Right there. So it was tabbed here. Now it is connected here. Then after that, you're going to want to take his hands, put them down like this, turn him around, and then push his forearms forward like this. That is all you got to do. And then staying at the back, we're going to want to lift this whole section up right there. So from there, right, his back, you just lift his entire back up, revealing the inside parts. And then from there, you're going to want to bring these downwards just like so. His chest piece, just bring it down like that. And then from there, we're going to ever so slightly just tilt these backwards to give us space for what we're about to do here. So here, we're just going to open this section up. And then we're going to bring this iconic piece that covers his head. So when he's in his jet form, you can only see his eyes. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me do it again one more time. So from there, we're going to open these parts up to reveal this so we can finally bring it down over his head like that. So in the show, you can actually see that his eyes are sticking out like that. So you can see where he's going as if he needs to. I guess he's just doing that for aura points at that point. So there, and then we're going to go to the back over here. Or sorry, we're going to stay in front, and then we are going to angle his hands like this. We're just going to flip them backwards, right? So same thing on the other side, just flip the forearm backwards. Then from the back over here, we are going to, let's actually do that later. So here we're going to get the feet. Then we're just going to do this. We're going to just bring the front toes backwards and the back part forward. His heel forward and his front toes back. So we're just swapping them. We're just swapping places, okay? So just like that, we're just going to be swapping those. Then we're going to go back to the back section here, and then we are going to flip these arms of his together like that. We're going to make them go near each other like that, and then this actually tabs into this, so it just goes inside like that. Very simple. And then we're going to bring it down like this. All right, so we are almost done. The jet form is almost coming together. So all you got to do now is from here, bring his legs all the way back. So his legs and his lower hip, his waist, or yeah, his hips rather. Yep. So it goes down like this, and it actually goes back all the way. Now we're gonna open his legs up right there, and then from there we are going to bend them ever so slightly. His knees, we're gonna bend them like that. And as you can see here, there is a tab, and all you have to do is put it in the hole. It takes some getting used to because of how the legs work, and you gotta, bend the knees, but you are gonna get it after a couple of seconds. I'm not that good at transforming my Transformers because I display all of them in robot form. I rarely ever do them in vehicle mode. So just bear with me as I try to get this in. All right, there, and the same on the other side. Oh, it just came off. Okay, hold on, guys. All right, there, now that both of them are connected, you want to go to the top. And then last step here is just peg these calf parts, his calves, his shins, into the peg that we have here. So on this side, it's over there. All you have to do is put that in like that. And there we have Megatron's jet form. We just got to bring these forward. These will be the nose of the jet, and the blaster attaches back here. There we go. So this is the Transformers Prime Megatron. I feel like something's wrong. Yeah, there. Sorry, that was, yep, right there. So there, boom, we've got the Megatron jet form, his alt mode, his vehicle mode from Transformers Prime. This is actually better than the mainline Voyager we have. I would say this is more show accurate than the Voyager we have. Speaking of, we are going to do comparisons between these and the Voyagers that they have. So let's get them right now. All right, so here I have them propped up with their Voyager figures from the mainline Transformers Prime wave. So let's take a look at Optimus first. So the size difference is already noticeable. The Optimus from the mainline is around, I want to say 8 inches, 8 to 9 inches, while this one is probably closer to 6 to 5. Like I said, if you guys collect Marvel Legends, it's probably as tall as a, maybe as tall as a female Marvel Legend, like a Black Widow or something, if you guys are interested in that. Anyway, the show accuracy, this is definitely more show accurate. As you can see, his waist is extremely snatched right here. Where is his waist? So he's a Dorito shaped. He's got that perfect V taper. As to where this is a bit more blocky, and the forearms on this are a bit better, though I wish it didn't have this blue translucent plastic. And this is our first edition. Technically, this was the first edition box that came out before first edition was a first edition thing. I mean, before first edition was a thing, sorry. But I do like that there are these chrome paint apps on the blue areas right there, which we don't have on this. It's just a normal glossy blue paint. Now let's take a look at the Megatron. So here, I actually do prefer this one. Way more show accurate in terms of colors and design. The blaster for this one, I don't know where it went. This one has a more matte texture. It doesn't have the chrome silver of this. It's just gray. And it's turning beige because of the yellowing over time. Though I do really do like this hand sculpt right there. It looks like the finger could be bent like this, but it can't. It's just the sculpt. Very nice. It has some brown on it too, but we're not doing a review of this figure. We're doing a review of this. I really enjoy this, man. The purple. This is a translucent plastic. So again, this Megatron wins in my eyes. If we could make a scaled up version of this, that would be the perfect Megatron figure for Transformers Prime. That would be the definitive Transformers Prime Megatron if we can get a scaled up version of this. I know there are a few third party, like the Dark Master, I think that's what it's called, by APC Toys. So definitely I'll be picking that one up in the future. I don't know when, but yeah. So I don't think we checked this out earlier, the DVD. So there we are, Transformers Prime, Masters and Students. I think this is the season 2 premiere, or the season, I don't think it's the season 1 premiere. I think it's episode 1 of season 2. So if you guys want to read that, you can pause it. And if you want to have it displayed, it should look like this. And there's the front. The DVD is still here. Doesn't come with anything here though. So there we are. The disc looks very nice. This is a great addition to any Transformers collector's grail or stash, any collection, because I would say this is my holy grail in my entire collection. This is my favorite piece in the whole collection. Not the DVD. I mean, like the whole box set with, Miko, Raph, and Jack. If you can get them in the frame there. So anyway, I'm going to probably end the video there. So thank you all for watching my unboxing of this Transformers Prime first edition Optimus Prime versus Megatron box set. This has been a blaster review for you guys, and I have a Bayverse video coming up. Just stay tuned for that. It's probably going to come out like November 4 or 5, something like that. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to click subscribe, hit that like button, hit the bell so you guys can get notified for my videos in the future. Anyway, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.